Sanibonani, and welcome back to Money Matters with me, Dogozo. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a quick one. I am going to be showing you some tips that you can use if you are trying to get a new bank account, whether it's your first time getting a bank account or just started working or it's a different kind of bank account, or you're just frustrated with your bank and you want to change. This is a video for you. Now, before we get started, please remember that I am not an expert. I'm just a girl who knows a thing or two, wants you to know a thing or two. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, the purpose of a bank account is to make it easier for you to make transactions. So, if your bank account is making it difficult, very inconvenient, then it is obviously not serving its main purpose. Now, there are 4 different kinds of accounts that you can get. Obviously, there are more, but these are the main ones. There is a check account, which is just used for transactions, and that is it. There is a savings account, which can be used for transactions as well, but you also earn interest for having a certain balance in your account. Then you get a fixed deposit account, which is, as it said, you deposit some money for a certain amount of time, you earn interest on that money, and then you get it back after a couple of years, a couple of months, whatever the case might be. And then you also get a credit card or a credit account. So credit is credit. I think we all know what credit is. I will do a in-depth video possibly on maybe credit scores and the different kinds of credit and how to manage credit and stuff like that. So yes, but credit is basically, it's not extra money, but it's extra money. It's a negative balance. So you can go into overdraft when you have a credit facility. So if you have no money, you can have negative money. So basically borrow it over a short term and then pay it back monthly, or yeah, your arrangement. When you are choosing a bank account, you need to know what it is that you need from your account. So what it is that you need from your bank. So whether you need to save your money, putting it away for a saving, for an emergency fund, or you just want to transact on a day-to-day. Again, when it comes to transactions, you also need to look at how many transactions you're making. Obviously, if you're running a business and you're a student, you're not going to use the same account, as because it's not going to serve the same purpose. You are going to need more out of your bank account once you're running a business. When you're a student, you just kind of want to transact, get your allowance, buy your groceries, buy whatever you're buying. And when you're running a business, you have a larger volume of transactions, so you want to keep track of those transactions. You just need more from your bank account. And again, the same thing as when you're transitioning from being a student to working. Again, you need something else from your account. But obviously, this is subjective to each person. So the things that you want to look at are, firstly, bank charges. How much are you getting charged per month, per transaction, whatever the case might be. Deciding on what is the best option for you, you need to analyze your transactions. I, for example, am not a person who transacts a lot, so getting charged per transaction to me makes sense, but to someone else, they might be swiping every day and that can get quite expensive. So in that case, maybe they'll look for an account with a monthly fee over getting charged per transaction. You understand? You also want to look at interest rates. Okay, how much interest are you getting charged? How much interest are you receiving? I will actually on Instagram post a couple of comparisons of the main accounts for their bank charges and their interest rates. So do keep a lookout of that in the next coming days, weeks, months, years. It can come at any moment, but I definitely will, so that you just have a place where you can go and look and make a comparison. It will obviously be based on this year's 2022. Another thing you might might want to look at is the credit facilities. So things like loans, how the types of loans that the company might have, or if you just want a credit card, the interest rates on that and your payment options and etc etc. If you are a person who's looking for some credits or you're looking for some loan, for example, as far as I know, Capitec doesn't offer home loans, so you can't get a mortgage bond. As far as I know, I can't confirm or deny that this is true, but as far as I know, you can only get like a personal loan. So obviously, if you want to buy a house, you wouldn't go to Capitec, you go to another bank that actually has home loans. Or if you want a student loan, you're not gonna go to a bank that doesn't have student loan. You're gonna go, and a lot of the time what these banks will do is they'll charge you more interest if you don't actually bank with them. So yeah, that's something to look into. The other thing to look into is the savings options. So if you are looking into saving your money, maybe putting it away, you want maybe a 7-day notice or 32-day account or a fixed deposit account. Those are things that you want to see if your bank offers and the interest rate that they offer on that. Another thing which is for me has become very important is convenience and customer service. How easily can I get information out of you? How easily can I get my issues sorted? If it's taken 5 million years for me to get an issue sorted with a bank, no. Okay, that is my money and I need things attended to ASAP. You need to understand that you are working with my money, so take it seriously. And those are some of the things, but those are things that you experience once you are a part of the bank, which is why I say, you know what, don't be afraid to change banks. That's why you'll do a comparison, and at least you'll have your comparison in mind that, you know what, I went to this bank, but they're not giving me good service, so my next best option is this, or that doesn't really matter, they're doing what needs to be done. So when I am shooting this video, I was using Capitec as a student because I needed an account that was just cheap. I needed a cheap account, no huge bank charges. I wasn't doing much. I had those side hustles, but that was pretty much it. And before that, I had been with Standard Bank. Bank Gila is Standard Bank. So after Bank Gila Standard Bank, I ran away and I opened a Capitec account. But now I was just feeling like, okay, I need more, I'm an adult. I need an adult bank account, no. But I just felt like Capitec was not giving me the options that I need. And they are growing, shame. They're trying. Yeah, they are trying. So I have switched to Discovery Bank. And yeah, so far it's fine. I haven't used it. I haven't completely switched everything because I got the card very recently. So yes, in my research and comparison, seeing people's opinions online, that's where I landed on Discovery. Again, I will post on Instagram some of the things that I considered. I'll include the main banks, basically the big main banks that are here. And then yeah, you can, maybe it'll help you if you're trying to open a new bank account or whatever. Yes, that was a short and sweet and delicious. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Also follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss out on anything that I might post there, and on TikTok. Okay, so you don't miss out. We need to be growing together, managing this money together, So yes, thank you so much for watching.